What's up, everybody? My name is Shannon and I am still waiting for my Satyr, and today we are talking about Ninth House by Leigh Bardugo. So I want to give two things before we get started. One, this is a new adult novel. I know I review a lot of YA on this channel, and I also know that Leigh Bardugo mostly writes a lot of YA. So if you are not looking for an adult book, this does deal with a lot of very adult themes, and some themes that can be very triggering to some people. It does have a lot of dark topics. It's all handled very well in my opinion, but if you want to look out for that, just be aware. Second thing I want to say is that I do not like Leigh Bardugo. If you have seen my review of Wonder Woman, then you'll know what my problem with this author is. And I have heard about some things that happen in her Grishaverse series, and I don't like the way that she kind of tends to tell cautionary tales. I don't like the way she kind of treated the villain shipping and all of this kind of stuff. It's a little bit weird. Go watch those videos if you want to know. I'll leave some links up above and all of that. So I was very hesitant going into Ninth House. I have a friend who really loves Leigh Bardugo. She recognizes all of the problems. She sees them as well, but she really liked this book and she said that she thought I would really like it as well. So I'm like, fine, I'm going into it. I'm going to go into it with a grain of salt. I was very guarded. I'm like, I don't want to get attached to anybody because Wonder Woman did me so dirty. But I really enjoyed Ninth House. It was a really, really good read, and it felt very realistic. This is a look at secret societies in Ivy League colleges that is so interesting because we're dealing with magic and death and all of this weird stuff going on behind the scenes that you just never would have thought was there. It's very Illuminati, all of that, and dealing with Yale and knowing that the author went there, and the fact that you could go and you could walk around all of these places, and for all you know, these secret societies and all of these secrets are just lying right beneath the surface. It felt very, very realistic. And on top of that, we were dealing with topics of, believing women. Women go missing so often and we just excuse them away with, the stress was too much for her. Oh, she was a partier. Just, the way she looks, the way she dresses, her ethnicity, her education level, all of this. It's dealing with women who are left behind, women who society wants to forget, women who just don't fit in. And I love everything that this book was saying. I loved our main character, Alex Stern. I think she has a really unique voice. And the way that the book is paced, the way that it's set out, the way you get to learn her story, it felt very real. I am giving this book an A- just because it goes dark, and I don't think that's necessarily a problem, but I'm more interested to know how it's going to look as we get into later books. I still have a lot of questions. I still have a lot of things with Alex that I want to know a little bit more about. And I'm also still at a point where I don't fully trust this author. I did really like the ending. The ending plays on a trope that I am extremely into right now. So I'm excited to see more from this, but I'm still very wary. I still don't know what to expect. I still don't know if I can fully trust Leigh Bardugo, but I did really like this book, and I do think it was a step in the right direction, in my opinion, kind of away from that cautionary tale type of thing. So with this being said, with the way, this book was written, even with the way Wonder Woman was written, I would be willing to check out her Grishaverse series, especially since I've been pretty heavily spoiled on it. I pretty much know what happens in those books. I feel like I could maybe read them without them making me very, very angry, but I do like Leigh Bardugo's style. I do like that Alex was allowed to be angry. She was allowed to be a type of main character that we just don't really see a whole lot for women's fiction. She's angry, she's flawed, she just wants to get in and mess stuff up, and the world is hurting her. She's hurting, she's visibly hurting, she's allowed to grieve. Thought it was very, very well done, and I like the way that we could be going. We could be going to an interesting direction in the terms of female friendships and all of that, so I'm excited to see a little bit more of it. Unfortunately, I have no idea when the next book's coming out. She kind of said it'll happen when it happens, so we'll have to see how it goes, but this book is getting an A- from me, and I would definitely recommend it. Like I said at the beginning of the video, there are some trigger warnings here. It does deal with mentions of sexual assault, heavy drug use, lots of violence, swearing, all that kind of stuff, so if these are things that you are looking out for, things that might trigger you, just, go into it with a little bit of caution, but I do think it was all handled very well, and I'm excited to see what we're going to be getting next for Alex Stern. But anyway, thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you liked it, be sure to hit that like button down below, and don't forget to subscribe so you can talk books with me every week. That is everything got for today, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.